That would probably do it. Why does it always do that? All right, if you're here, hey. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure. I don't know why I turned on my mic and it's telling me it's like really low, but that should not be the case. Again, I don't know why. Bum ba dum. 552. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Hopefully I'm not too low. Hello, hello. All right, I think we should be okay. You sound fine? Sounds good. Okay, cool. So today, for the sake of, um, doing, I wanted to do two different streams today. So I'm doing both. The first stream that I'm gonna record, which I'm recording now, is we are doing a kind of a rundown of what they just showed today at the Xbox Showcase. Probably the best viewing or best of the Summer's Game Fest or Summer of Games, whatever you want to call it, so far. Yeah. So we're going to do that. Let me just get that pulled up, and here we are. So, can I get this? Yeah, that's better. So, it started at 10 today, 10 a.m. today, June 8th. And I think it's still going, but they're doing like a post-show thing for Obsidian and all of they're launching 3 games this year. It's kind of a big deal for a game studio. So they're kind of like their highlight showboys this year. Anyways, so their first game that they showed was the Outer Worlds 2. If you're familiar with the first Outer Worlds, it was essentially like I don't know, it's kind of like something like a more comedic version of Fallout is the best way to describe it. It's got more of a colorful space traveler feel than it does like a post-apocalyptic feel. I think it's a better I think Fallout, controversial opinion, I guess. I think Fallout's a little bit overrated. I personally think Outer Worlds is just a stronger game. It's a more enjoyable game. I didn't beat the first game, but it was only because it was just such a big game, and at the time I just didn't have the energy for a game like that. But it's good. I can vouch for it. I guess that's all I can really say, but I'm excited to see what they do with the second game. The trailer looked really fun. It looks like there's a lot of like customization and a lot of opportunities on how to play the game and exploring the world your way. So it's always nice to see them do things like that with games. Other than that, I can't I don't know much to say. It's kind of just one of those things. It's like, if you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, you're not. High on Life 2, it was more of a cinematic trailer. It looks like gameplay, like from the first person. My God, first person perspective, but it was just a cinematic. Did anyone play High on Life, the first one? I did. It's not like a super long, crazy game, but a short, compact like narrative and a little bit of a semi-open world to roam and discover all of its little secrets and Easter eggs. It's a pretty fun game. And then obviously it's funny considering who made the game. Same studio that's like, or same creatives behind like Rick and Morty and stuff like that. But it was a fun game. This one looks really different. Looks much more... If the trailer has anything to do or is showing off like what the new game's going to look like, it might even be for someone like a Doom fan, because it looks like you're running around more. Like, you're not a astronaut looking character this time. You're like a skateboarder kind of rebel. So like you're moving across the map a lot faster. If the trailer like is representative of what the final game will look like. Yeah. Okay, this next one, we're going through these quick because there's a lot of these games that I'm not very familiar with, and they're all originals, or not all, but a lot of these are originals. I loved High on Life. I played it during my deployment. Haven't played High on Knife yet, but I want to play the new one so bad. I didn't play the expansion either, but I heard a lot of good things about it. I heard that it felt too short. I don't know how true that is, or if that's just like kind of a one-sided opinion, but yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it. This new one looks really interesting, though. It probably will be much more fast-paced, which seems to be kind of like a growing trend in first-person shooters ever since Doom, and then like Bolt Gun. Is that what it's called? Bolt Gun from Warhammer, kind of expanded on that a little bit to show that like bigger studios can all make like the new generation of Doom clones. Kind of interesting. So this next one, the Resonance, A Plague Tale. Okay, so the next chapter in the Plague Tale series was officially revealed, and this time the player will step into the boots of a new protagonist out in 2026. Resonance, A Plague Tale follows Sophia as she searches for answers to her mysterious past, a journey that will involve the exploration of time and mythology. But how does this relate to A Plague's Tale? Because, Brandon, you've played A Plague's Tale, and that was like a historical fiction, like semi-horror type thing when it was like about the plague. And this is literally, when you watch the trailer, this is like a cinematic. It almost looks like Prince of Persia. It looks like you're going through this very mystical, mythology heavy. This one I'm also super excited for. I did play the first two, and this I sort of thought would be a prequel. I thought this looks like a prequel. It could be, maybe like because we just don't know a lot about it, this was all they were able to, like GameSpot. I'm reading this from GameSpot, by the way. This is like all they were able to give us. I just don't know how it relates. Like, I don't know how they're going to be able to connect the narrative, or if it'll even play or feel like the previous two games. But, I mean, I'm sure this, like, just being a part of the franchise, calling it a Plague Tale. It's probably gonna get the reception that they want from it, at least in its opening. We'll see how it's received, though. Yeah. But that was my first impressions of it. I thought it was like very Prince of Persia. I honestly, there was a part of me when I was watching this that I thought that it was gonna like show Prince of Persia, and then like Prince was gonna turn into like Princess or something, and we were gonna get like a new type of Prince of Persia game. I don't know, because the first two games really rely on playing as brother. Okay, I'm assuming you meant both brother and sister, but this is one person. Yeah. I have no idea. It's a weird one. Definitely unique. But yeah. 2026 is that release date. So this is probably going to be one of the biggest things for a lot of people, especially Xbox fans. Because everywhere I've like, whether it's different game news podcasts or whatever, everyone's been asking. I say everyone very vaguely. A lot of people have been asking for a handheld Xbox, especially because the handheld PlayStation wasn't received, because it didn't turn out to be the handheld they thought it was going to be. It wasn't received that well. But this one is just an ROG Ally, but it's built with like new hardware to make it feel more like an Xbox and play more like an Xbox. At least that's what the whole segment made it feel like. There's two versions, obviously. The X just looks like it's got a wider or bigger screen. But this is cool. I'm not a big handheld person. I really try to get into it. But I think it's cool. I mean, I think this would be a great option for anyone who can't take the time to like plant themselves in a specific spot, or maybe you travel a lot and you want to try to keep up with a particular game. I think something like this is a great option because I think it has both, it has all of the Windows capabilities that an ROG Ally has, and it'll have like the Xbox, it's just called the Xbox app. Yeah, the PC version of it, accessible. So this is pretty cool. I think maybe it's a little premature to say, but I think this might rival something like the Steam Deck, like pretty heavily. But who really knows, right? But I think we're going to be hearing and seeing this a lot in the next few years. Maybe we'll even see a couple more models come out. Because these handhelds, like once they figured out the technology, they've been more frequent. At least that's my understanding of it. Okay, Blood of the Dawnwalker. Brandon and I have talked about this on the podcast a couple times. I want to say I'm still just as excited for it as I am. It was really hard to get a grasp of what the game looked like because there was gameplay that they showed, but because of the quick cuts and how they try to fit it in between cinematics, it was just hard to tell. I don't know what the engine is that they're putting it on. I think it's Unreal Engine 5. But something about the like cutscenes and stuff don't look like what I thought they were gonna look like. I don't know. I thought this was gonna be more of like I thought this was gonna have more of like a Witcher vibe with gameplay that kind of feels Thief or like Assassin's Creed-esque, but it definitely looks like it's its own thing. There was a couple cool things, like you could like run up or walk up walls, like even crouched and stealthily, so maybe that'll have an interesting like that'll be incorporated into stealth in an interesting way. But I don't know. I just would like to see more of this. I'd like to see maybe a gameplay like demo of this of some kind, or like its own showcase of some sort that's like like a mission or two during the daytime, and then like a mission or two at the nighttime, just to see how different the gameplay is. Because this is the one that that they've explained that it's like you're given a certain amount of days from the beginning and end of the game. It's like a 30-day game or something like that. Not like in real time days, but in the way that it works in the game. You'll cycle through 30 whole days, and not only is the gameplay different from daytime to nighttime, but there will be side quests and missions and stuff that are specific to like the different days and time. As the game goes, like they'll only be available for a certain amount of time, and you'll only be able to choose like a certain amount of the missions, and you'll miss out on some others. Like they said that you won't be able to play every single mission. Like it'll be impossible to do. It's in one game, like one run of the game. So every time you play, and each person who plays it a little different, and they get a little bit of a different experience, which I think is interesting, because it also has like replayability. It gives you the opportunity to go back, play it again, and not only play the missions and stories and quests that you didn't before, but you might end up playing them on different days, so you'll have a completely different game loop than you did before, which I think that's going to be a really unique experience for a lot of people. It's just the gameplay itself. I want to see how that holds up, because I don't know if you just heard that, but that was a really loud bike that just went by. Anyway, so I'm excited for this. I just want to see more of the gameplay. I want to see how it actually functions. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this game. 2026. Okay, Super Meat Boy 3D. This might not excite a lot of people. I'm not saying that I'm excited for this, but there's kind of a nostalgic feeling to this game, because I remember seeing this everywhere when I was a kid, but it was the 2D game, and it was like the really fast-paced platformer, and I got like a little unicorn thing going on with my hair right now. Anyways, yeah, I just remember seeing this everywhere, and there was a lot of content creators that I followed that played this, or just was a big fan of the original games, and to see that they're doing like a 3D version of it that's just as goofy, just as gory, it's fun. I think that's exciting to show off a returning game like that. Yeah. Next one, they just showed a little bit more of Ninja Gaiden 4. It was along the same lines as the trailer that they showed before, like snippets of gameplay and more of like cutscenes and narrative trailer. It looks much more fast-paced than the previous Ninja Gaidens. I would say, I don't know if it's just one of those things. It's like if you've played the previous Ninja Gaiden games, and you kind of know how heavy it feels. I don't know if that makes any sense, because not that it's a rhythm-based hack and slash, but you really have to pay attention to like the distance that you're keeping in between enemies and stuff. But this one, just based on how many enemies were given in like a particular scene, it might be more hack and slash, like a Devil May Cry. but it's Platinum Games. They know hack and slash. They know these fast paced like kind of games. So whatever they put out, it'll probably be a fun game. I don't know if it'll be for everyone. Ninja Gaiden's not usually for everyone when they come out, but I think it'll be cool. Yeah, I don't know if I care for the new dual protagonist thing. They're doing it like you switch between Ryu and some other new character that I don't know the name of, but because the new character has this weird like giant drill weapon staff thing, and then Ryu's like the traditional ninja hack and slash gameplay. I think I just want Ryu, really. I mean, my mind might be changed when the game comes out, but so far the other character doesn't seem super interesting so far. This game, okay, Beast of Reincarnation. I thought this was gonna be, what was that? What was the game called? EA Wild Hearts. I thought it was gonna be a sequel to this game, because it kind of had like that big, like Beast Hunter, Monster Hunter type feel to it. But it looks like it's just a game that like takes place in 4026 is the year that this game takes place in. I don't know much about it other than what this probably says. Beast of Reincarnation looks like a fascinating blend of swords and sorcery, but the biggest surprise here is that the action game is being developed by Pokemon Studio Game Freak. I didn't even realize that. It'll be coming to all platforms. Yeah, I mean, this isn't going to be a game on my radar, but maybe some fans of games like Monster Hunter or Wild Hearts or might be interested in this. This looks like it's more narrative based just from first impressions, but I could be wrong. I think they want to test one style that's new to a future ninja type, and then also have a reason bring traditional gameplay. Is this referring to Ninja Gaiden? Yeah, I could see that, but I don't know. I just don't know if I care for that. I think I would have much preferred them just have Ryu, and then if they wanted to try out like different play styles and stuff, maybe just like there's different sections of the game that forces you to try out different types of weapons or different enemies that force you to use a different type of weapon. Again, it's hard to say right now because I don't know anything about the new protagonist, but as of right now, I just don't. The new protagonist isn't like a selling point for me right now. That's all. So the next game, and Brandon, if you're still watching, you might cringe at this a little bit because I know you didn't enjoy this game very much, but Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, is getting a big expansion. The Order of Giants. It kind of implies that under Italy there was this race of giants, maybe. I don't think they're really going to be giants. I think it's going to be kind of like a cult or a civilization. I don't know. I didn't play the game, but the big guy that Tony Todd played, I think it's going to be like where he comes from and his people, because the small snippet of like these bigger, I don't know, figures at the end of the trailer kind of looked like they were similar in size, but I don't know. That's what I'm just getting out of it. They are introduced in the actual game, but this is referring to the actual orders that... Okay, got it. So in the game, I don't remember from your Let's Plays, but in the game, were they like implied to be giants, or was I right that it was like similar to like what Tony Todd's character was? I do think this might introduce some interesting story beats, though, in terms of like an Indiana Jones story. Do-do-do. They are just people who are like 7 to 8 feet tall and really strong. Okay. So I might still be right. But who knows? This next game, okay, I'm not gonna lie, when the trailer for this game is called, wait, do they have Clockwork Revolution? So when the trailer first started, I honestly cringed a little bit because I'm personally just a little tired of the first person steampunk thing. I feel like ever since stuff like BioShock became really popular, everyone's just been trying to like copy that a little bit. But it ended up turning into something completely different. It's like you're playing as a thief type character who you customize from the ground up. And it looks like a more linear story, but like you manipulate time and stuff, and the shooting looks more faster paced, almost along the lines of like a Call of Duty type, not like modern Call of Duty, but like Modern Warfare type Call of Duty shooting style. It's very odd, but I did like seeing stuff like, instead of you just being introduced or crafting particular weapons in a steampunk world, like this time you could like build or really customize steampunk weapons, which I feel like a lot of steampunk fans might get something out of. So I think story-wise, this might be a really interesting game, but I'm personally just really tired of. I think the steampunk thing's dead. I think it needs to go. I think more people need to rather just, I don't know, get over it. I know that's probably a harsh thing to say, or some people might not like that, but I'm tired of the steampunk look. It was something that was cool when I was in like middle school. But anyway, what does this say? This says, while we don't have a release date for it, the extended gameplay trailer for Clockwork Revolution showed off plenty of what you can expect from the game when it eventually arrives. While the action looks solid and the world around it looks exciting to explore, the best thing about the game might just be its attitude. The trailer made it feel like a Guy Ritchie gangster movie with all of its cheeky banter all set inside of a steampunk world. I would agree with that. If you've seen a Guy Ritchie movie, I would agree that this looks like the same attitude and kind of quick cut rhythm of like The Gentleman or Man from U.N.C.L.E. type thing. It definitely feels like that. I would have never thought to explain it that way, but that's the best way to explain the attitude and the spunk that this game has. And it was definitely gory. So there are some things that this game will have that I think will be really fun and interesting. I don't know if it'll be for me. I might try it, but we'll see. Sorry, I'm going to play with my mic really quick. I just realized my RGB's all weird. Not that you can see it, but it's bothering me. Anyway. Yeah. Clockwork Revolution. Looked pretty interesting. But moving on. Okay. If the two people are the same two people that are in the chat at the time of me streaming this is still pretty early in the stream. God, that sounds so sad compared to like a typical streamer. But yeah. So this is more of like an inside joke thing, but tried staying away from the first Grounded game as much as possible because... Are you guys picking up that airplane that's in the background right now? I think I said it in a previous stream. I don't care for survival games at all. I think they're ridiculously repetitive and boring, but that's just me. And I tried staying as far away from the first Grounded as possible, and my nephew kind of wrapped our whole gaming group into playing it, and as many hours as we actually put into the first game, I dreaded my experience with it. It's just really quiet and it's slow, and the enemies are, I would argue, a little too difficult at all points in the game. Even when you're like really upgraded and craft a bunch of good stuff, they're still really tough. But I could see, I played it that one time and it uninstalled it. Yeah, I think a lot of people will find this interesting. They said it during the post-show thing with Obsidian, but millions of people, like 30 million or something people played this game. I get it that it's for a lot of people. It's just not for me. So I'm not the one to make any comments about it on. But... And also, this new game doesn't look different enough to me to make this interesting. I think the biggest difference is just the area is a little different. It's like inside of a town park and not someone's backyard. And I think you can like ride some insects. But other than that, overachievers Obsidian Entertainment aren't content with just 2 games out this year. Yeah, because they're coming out with 3 games. It was this game, Outer Worlds. Oh my god, what's the other game? Have I gone to that yet? Maybe I haven't gone to it yet. Wow, I'm really blanking on what the other game was. Hold on, I'm gonna go back. Did I miss it? No, it was Outer Worlds. Maybe they just haven't listed it here yet. But yeah, so it'll be 3 games that they're releasing, and this will be out in July. So our nephew's gonna have a freaking blast this year with games, especially this one. Okay, this next game. This is my game. I don't know if I've said this about other games. This is my game of the year. There wasn't an exact release date. It just said fall of 2025, but Chronos, The New Dawn. This is my game of the year. It wasn't like full gameplay. It was kind of just another version of the same trailers that they've put out, but like showcasing different areas. Not that it matters, but if I'm right, I think there's a chance that like we're playing as a girl character. Again, not that that matters. I just don't know if maybe that implies that there's like you can customize your character. I did listen to a interview with the devs, and they said that there's different suits that you'll get in the game. That wasn't showcased in this at all, but I just thought that was an interesting thing to throw out there. What does this say? This says the new gameplay trailer for Chronos. I, again, wouldn't really call it a gameplay trailer. But whatever. Trailer for Chronos The New Dawn showed more of the third-person survival horror game by Bloober Team in action. This brief look revealed how grotesque creatures can fuse together to create even deadlier foes, and how players will have to clear out nests full of these monsters. Yeah, it did imply that, I would say. The nests thing definitely felt like just as cryptid as all the other trailers. But it's cool. I love the look of this game. I like that it's got like this crazy space diver time traveling Dead Space vibe. I don't know. It's really unique and exciting, I think. I just wish there was a release date for this game. It makes me so freaking frustrated. But fall. Hopefully around my birthday, question mark? Oh boy, this game. I don't know how I feel about this game. This picture doesn't really do it justice, really. So the best way I could explain this game is if you've ever been on like watching a reactionary or commentary YouTuber like Danny Gonzalez or Curtis Connor, they always cover these mobile games where you're playing like a girl who comes to a town to rekindle with her family or something like that, but you have to like renovate the house and do upgrades to the town and do all these mini games and stuff. This is essentially the same thing, but it's like a first person shooter. Like you're given this renovation gun and you're remodeling this this like old hotel that apparently your uncle owned. And there's like this weird supernatural stuff, but then there's like a twist in the trailer that you're like a thief as well, and like you're looking for something very specific in the town, but you're doing like mini games and you're growing connections with characters and so on and so forth. But so maybe I could definitely see this being like a cozy type game for someone who's not looking for like action or horror or anything. Like you just want to plop yourself down and do like a cozy renovation game that has like a little bit of lore and narrative to it. What does this say? It says there's a lot that sounds interesting about there are no ghosts in the Grand. Yeah, that's what the game's called. And from its focus on fixing up a cozy hotel during the day to investigating supernatural threats at night. Yeah, and this is a talking cat. I probably should have mentioned that. But perhaps the best part of the game reveal trailer was the name of the cat who appears in it, as this fella is known as Mr. Bones the Bastard. I don't remember that. There's probably a good reason for that. But there was also like this weird segment in the trailer where people were singing. So it's like, I don't know if there's going to be this thing where like there'll be like beats, or like maybe you're transitioning through different acts of the narrative where like people kind of break out into a musical. It's really weird. I don't know, like narrative wise, I don't know who this game is for. But again, it's another cozy fix 'em up type thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. What else is here? Okay, another picture that I would say doesn't represent the game very well. Aphelion? I don't know how you're supposed to say that. Don't Nod's next game is Aphelion, a narrative-driven sci-fi adventure. I don't know how to explain this one. It's like you're this astronaut who crash lands on this ice planet looking for someone. That one kind of looked cool, but the one with the astronaut roaming through... Oh, the one with the... Yeah. It looked interesting. I don't want to try to sit here and make myself sound stupid for too long, but there was a weird thought that went through my head when watching this. I thought there was something about the way it was marketed or the way the trailer was put together that felt really bland and weird. But again, like this could be interesting. So much going on outside right now. Hopefully it's not, you guys aren't picking that up too much. But I don't know. I might try it if it's on Game Pass. I think it implied that it was on Game Pass or going to be on Game Pass, but I just didn't. I don't know. I don't think this something like this should have gotten more of a reaction out of me, but it didn't. I don't know. But I could see like more casual players finding this to be a little interesting. This game. Okay. So anyone who's like, if you follow stealth games, okay, I'm going to contradict myself a little bit here in a second, but let me get through it. If you follow stealth games at all, you probably saw these tech demos and prototypes for this thing called Project M. And it was like an Unreal Engine 5 demo of like this super tactical soldier in Korea, I believe. Yeah, South Korea. In all of the different ways you could stealthily take out these guys, but it looked super cinematic and realistic. But so I'm assuming that that's what this is, because the character looked the same, the gameplay looked the same. The only difference is that this isn't a stealth game. At least that's not what this trailer looked like. It says a stealth action thriller, but this trailer looked action. It was like zombies, like a zombie espionage. Like if you mixed World War Z and Splinter Cell is what this game looked like. What did they explain it as? A stealth action thriller taking place in modern day South Korea. Moodang, Two Hearts. I don't know if the title is supposed to be Moodang, Two Hearts, or if it's like Moodang and that also translates to Two Hearts. Again, I'm a stupid American. I don't understand other languages. I'm sorry. It's set against a backdrop of South and North Korea being on the verge of reunification. Okay. After a mystery terrorist group attacks the South Korean National Assembly, a North Korean soldier stumbles upon a K-pop star and is tasked with protecting her as she holds crucial information that could derail the future of Korea. Okay, see, now I'm confused because I'm like 100% sure I saw zombies in this trailer. And this doesn't say anything about that. I don't know. Okay. Maybe I missed something, but I don't remember anything about protecting a K-pop star. All right. So Animo, I thought this was gonna be like a new upgraded or like an immediate follow-up to like Palworld at first, because the theme song that was playing sounded like they were saying Palworld. But it's called Animo. A free-to-play Pokemon-like game by the name of Animo was announced, and much like its source of creature collecting inspiration, this title involves catching cute critters and bonding with them. Yeah, so I'd say the biggest game loop difference that makes this stand out from like Pokemon or Palworld is that you don't like utilize the skills of them as companions. You kind of turn into them. The gameplay showed like the girl transforming into that little thing that she's holding. So you switch between them by playing as all of them. So, yeah. Pokemon-like game Animo announced for Xbox and PC. Again, I thought this was Palworld. But I don't know anything about these games. I don't follow with the creature collecting stuff. So, excuse my ignorance, I guess I should say. But anyways, moving on. Solo leveling. That's an anime, right? I think if you like solo leveling, this looks like a pretty interesting RPG hack and slash thing that's like in the world of solo leveling. I don't have much to say. I'm sorry about this game. I don't know anything about solo leveling. Uh, my best friend tried getting me to watch the anime one time. If that's even the right show, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people would find this interesting. I just think it's a little bit more niche. But it's co-op. If that helps at all, I guess. Planet of Lana 2. The only reason I reacted to this at all is because Brandon played this on his channel, or the first one. And there does look like a couple different mechanics that are different. Like, it looks like you can ride some of these robots. But other than that, my biggest gripe, or not gripe, but nitpick, I would say, is that this game doesn't look different enough from the first game to have a big selling point. A lot of the sets, just from what I remember watching, looked just identical. So hopefully, if anyone played the first game and plans on playing this game, can find something out of this. But in my personal opinion, I just don't think this game looked different enough to sell people on it. But that's just me. I wouldn't even call this a trailer. It was like 2 shots of like TV screens piled up and a couple different landscapes and a guy running for like 2 seconds, and then they showed this. I don't know anything about Persona. I have a good friend that loves the Persona franchise. Or Planet of Lana 2. Yeah, see? I figured you would probably be excited for that. But this, I don't know what to... I thought they were on, like, Persona 5 or 6. So maybe Revival... Oh, it's getting a remake. Duh. After weeks of leaks, Sega officially revealed the game, but beyond that, not much else is known. Okay, so it's a remake. Cool. But again, it's kind of another really niche title. Also, this next one is ridiculously niche. It's just an expansion to Fallout 76, but it's fishing. And you can, like, build a fishing lodge. Hey, guys, maybe a new Fallout. What a crazy idea, right? Maybe try to bounce back from the failure that was Star Citizen. Star Citizen? No, not Star Citizen. What was that game called? See, I don't even remember. What was that game called? Bethesda. What was that game called? Hey, that's not how you spell Bethesda. Starfield. My bad. Yeah, maybe from the really not so well received and not very well, played Starfield. Maybe announce a new game. Maybe show freaking more from Elder Scrolls 6, for fuck's sake. That's what people want. I'm sorry, I don't think anyone cares about this anymore. Let alone the fact that Fallout 76 didn't launch very well and has just recently gone better for Fallout fans. But Obsidian's Outer Worlds is going to probably make a lot of people forget about Fallout 76, unless you're just like in it for like the multiplayer open world aspect. But like the fact that they're adding a fishing trade system, I don't know if that's what people want or if that sounds interesting to people. But I don't know. I could be wrong. And again, excuse my ignorance if I am wrong. I just don't know who this is for. I don't know. I think a new Fallout 76, new Fallout, or news on Elder Scrolls would have meant a lot more to people than this. Yeah, moving on. At Fate's End, this looked like I didn't get much out of what the trailer was, but this looked interesting. I kind of have a personal reason as to why this looks interesting, because this main character kind of reminded me of a character I wrote for Brandon's Vision Comics universe thing, that I've kind of worked on for a really long time. She just resembles that character a lot, but just from what they showed. But other than that, it looks like an interesting game. It looks like a more casual type of action game. At Fate's End is an action-adventure game with a twist, as you'll have to fight the people who you love in People who you love in Grand Fantasy Tale. I'm not sure that makes much sense. It's coming in 2026. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this game. It looks interesting. I don't think I'm going to play it, but it looks interesting. Yeah, moving on. Tony Hawk's. Okay, this might not seem like a big deal, but a lot of people have had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 on their radar, especially because apparently, like, everything that we've seen from a potential Skate 3 or whatever hasn't been promising. A lot of playtesters have played this new version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and not only did they love it and has been like the talk of the town, but apparently just for a lot of people who like these kind of skater games, it's just a big deal. We saw a lot of gameplay. We saw some of the characters you can play as, Michelangelo being one of them, the Doomslayer being another. I think we knew about the Doomslayer, but the demo's out today. Like, you could go play the Foundry demo right now. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. Again, it's not going to be for me, maybe, but it did say Tony Hawk himself said that you up to 8 people can play together on this game. So maybe something like that might end up getting my gaming group to play it for shits and giggles at some point, just because there's not a lot of games that allow the entirety of the group to play together. So I don't know. That might be enough of a selling point for me to at least try the game with a few people. Hell, maybe I'll try the demo. I guess it would be interesting timing to try it now while I'm streaming, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, there's a new Invincible game. Hello? Yeah, there's a new Invincible game. It looks like it's a fighting game. It looks similar to like the Power Rangers fighting game, but it's gory, and they only showed like a handful of characters. But if this game gives you like a lot of characters to play as, I could see this outperforming the Marvel Capcom-esque game, only because it might not what I was hoping for an Invincible. I agree. But for that niche fighting game community that's still strong, I think if this were to outperform the Marvel game that was showed at the PlayStation State of Play, is purely because it's gory and there's kind of like and because it's like made for a Western audience, it might scratch a little bit of like that Injustice / Mortal Kombat type feel, because there also looked like there was like fatality-esque finishers. So I don't know. I think this could be more than what it showed. But we'll have to see, because that Marvel game did have more quality of life and like more dynamic variety in each match. This one felt a little stale, but we'll see. It could change in time because it does say 2026, and it's a 3v3 tag team fighter. So that's another big thing that's kind of coming, just based on the Marvel fighting game is like the tag team idea. So we'll see. Gears of War Reloaded. I believe I just had a conversation with Brandon about this. I believe this is the second remaster of the first Gears of War. Because it's like all new 4K resolution, FPS support, and all that stuff. It's like cross-play, cross-progression. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the second time, because I think the first time they remastered it was for the Xbox One X, I believe. Yeah. But it's Gears of War. If you've played Gears of War, yeah, it's Gears of War. It's not E-Day. We didn't see anything from E-Day for some reason. But it's Gears of War. I mean, it's exciting. Like, if you're just someone who's a little anal for specs and stuff and you like Gears of War, this could be for you. But it's just the first Gears of War game. Sea of Thieves, this is another game that I'm surprised has gone on for as long as it has. It's like a new character class with new missions and stuff. You're like a smuggler. I don't care for this, really. I tried Sea of Thieves. It's kind of along the same thing as like a survival game. It's a lot of just like running around and upgrading, surviving, traveling. It's just kind of stale for what I'm looking for in a game. But obviously there's a market for it because of how many people still play Sea of Thieves. Again, so not for me, but if you're into this, you're into it. It's something new for the game. So yeah, moving on. Another game that I can't speak much towards. It's a new Age of Mythology game. So if you're into like real-time strategy based games like Age of Empire or Age of Mythology, whatever, this is another thing, but it's just the whole selling point is that this is Japanese mythology now, and there seemed to be a little bit more of a focused narrative than what I'm familiar with. I could be wrong, but yeah, new Japanese Age of Mythology game. So yeah, Final Fantasy. I thought this happened already. Am I crazy? Wasn't there a remake of Final Fantasy VII? Was it this? Rebirth? When did this come out? 2024. Because in the trailer it said that like, oh, the wait is almost over. So I don't know anything about Final Fantasy VII. I was not one of the people that cared about Final Fantasy growing up. But I thought this happened already. Maybe it's like a follow-up? Intergrade? Maybe it's a follow-up to Rebirth? I don't know. Oh. Rebirth is an expansion. Intergrade is a remaster of the remake, I think. Okay, but if that's true, then again, why? This is like the whole, to me, if I'm right, if you're right, to me this is like the whole Last of Us, like them remaking and remastering every year since it's the first game's release. Like, we're just always seeing The Last of Us, the same two games. But it's like, give us something new. The only thing that's interesting about Final Fantasy that I think is remotely interesting is this next thing. For PlayStation players, they got to experience Final Fantasy 16, but now it's coming to Xbox. That's it. I was a little curious because Platinum Games made Final Fantasy 16, and it looks closer to something like Devil May Cry, I would think. So if you're into that, then yeah, I think Final Fantasy 16, even though it's a few years old at this point, the fact that it's coming to Xbox, get a new audience similar to like Death Stranding, I think that's cool. But other than that, nothing like super new with Final Fantasy, just from my understanding at least. Keeper, this was kind of like a fun little journey, like walking simulator type thing, because you're just playing as like a lighthouse. Keeper, Double Fine's next game looks wonderfully weird as the game okay, someone proofread when you're typing these things, because it should say revolves around a long forgotten lighthouse that is awakened and joined by a plucky seabird. Embarking on an unexpected journey, you'll guide this duo into strange new realms. It looked interesting. It looked like a cozy little adventure game. But yeah, I think that was the last thing they showed before Phil Spencer came out. Okay, this, Another Planet of Lana. Kind of. It was definitely more third person than that in a way. It wasn't like a side scroller. But yeah, essentially. But okay, so before we go to the next game, I need to ramble a little bit. I just told Brandon this before I started streaming. So Phil Spencer comes out and he's talking about like the evolution of Xbox and how we've gotten to this point, and like the exciting news that and games that we've seen today, so on and so forth, which he's right about. And then he was talking about how next year will be 25 years of Xbox, and he like talks about seeing things like Gears of War E-Day, and I forgot what, he brought up Ninja Gaiden, and he said, in another beloved franchise since the launch of Xbox, which is obviously Halo. But these motherfuckers, sorry, excuse my language, but these dickweeds insinuate Halo. They're obviously insinuating Halo. But instead of showing Halo, they show a trailer to something that I honestly thought looked really interesting for the first 35 seconds, because it looked something that was like a psychological thriller, futuristic game. It almost looked like a futuristic version of like Alan Wake or something. At least that's what I thought the selling point was, because it seemed like an original title or something. Like it seemed like a big deal. And again, this is more just so that it's a little biased because I'm not a fan of this franchise that we're about to talk about. Yeah, totally could have been an Alan Wake competitor. That's what I thought this trailer was for a second. And then he says some name, and then I see these orange streaks, and I immediately knew it was Call of Duty. Like, I don't know. I would like to see, first off, people like get really butthurt about some of the off-brand Call of Duties like Ghost, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, whatever. At least they're World War II. At least they're doing something different. I want to see something different from Call of Duty. Maybe if they want to actually do a new Modern Warfare 4 that kind of like goes back to its roots based on like the technology and how great those games look now, that would be great. I would love to see that. But we get, like, yeah, there's 7 Call of Duty Black Ops games because they just keep pissing these things out, and I just don't think it's interesting anymore. I never really thought, the only Black Ops games I've ever thought were remotely interesting were the very first one and then the last one we just got. I like the whole, like, late 90s espionage stuff, but I don't Like, this isn't even Black Ops anymore. They're going on like these high stakes adventure action packed missions. It doesn't feel like Black Ops. It feels like a Michael Bay movie. But Black Ops makes you think like covert espionage or like in the dirt type of stalking prey type thing. I don't think of futuristic. Advanced Warfare was so good and underrated. World War II was cinematically sick, and the remakes of Modern Warfare were cool besides 3. Right, all of those things. I agree with all of those things you just said. I was even thinking about revisiting Advanced Warfare and seeing how it holds up today. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about seeing Black Ops everywhere again, because we, like, in the beginning of this year, we saw Black Ops everywhere. Ghost was awesome. I still stand on that hill. You know what? Even though controversial opinion alert, I agree. I think we're like the 2 people that actually like that game. I didn't like their, instead of doing the zombies thing, they did like the weird alien horde thing. I couldn't care less about that, but I liked Ghost. I'll say it. You said it. I like Ghost. Maybe it's because we're twins, and the story was about twins, right? They were brothers or something. Anyways, yeah, I just don't care. What the trailer was before it announced it being Black Ops was more interesting than the fact that it's Black Ops. That's what I was going to say. Whoa. Anyways, I don't know. Black Ops, don't care for Black Ops. I don't. I just wish I saw Halo. Maybe, I think my theory is that because next year is 25 years of Xbox, they're going to show a lot of bigger stuff. That's probably what, fingers crossed, that's probably where they'll show Halo and Elden Ring, whether it's at the next Xbox showcase or at the Game Awards. Maybe they'll like tease it at the Game Awards and then show like an actual trailer at the next Xbox showcase. But I really liked the showcase overall, but I just think the ending pissed me off enough to where I feel like it was a little bit of a letdown. But that's just me. It's super biased. That's just that. Do we have any post thoughts? It was about like an hour and a half of a showcase. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. I'm going to do something while I'm talking here. I was underwhelmed. There was only like 2 things that I liked. Yeah, I mean, in general, what do I think was interesting? This, I mean, I don't know if I'll try this, but I think this Gamekeeper looked fun. Final Fantasy 16, I might, because it's on Xbox. I have a PlayStation. I guess I could have played it on PlayStation. But maybe I'll finally get around to trying this game. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. I mean, I like Gears of War, but I've played the first one, and I don't need another remaster of it. I don't know if I'll try the Invincible fighting game. I think I've kind of, not that like you can't, I think I've just gotten over fighting games, really. Maybe if Mortal Kombat comes out with something that looks like it catches my attention again, I'll try it. But I haven't seen anything from fighting games that like look really cool. Maybe a new Injustice game. Yeah, because I've played most of the Mortal Kombats, and I didn't even play the last Mortal Kombat. So I don't know. We'll see. Tony Hawk. The only reason I'll try Tony Hawk is if anyone in like my friend group or who plays games that I play games with like wants to try out Tony Hawk. Oh, I'm stoked for the Tony Hawk game. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. It'd be like a cool game to just like try, play for shits and giggles. Typo. At Fate's End, I'm not gonna play this game, but it looks interesting. I could see a market or demographic for that kind of game. Maybe if it's like really lore heavy, it might get a lot of fans reeled in, because believe it or not, there's a lot of like, when games have like really tight and interesting lore that scopes past like the game itself, it ends up being talked about for a long time. So I could see that being, I could see a lot of video essays on YouTube being made about this for the next few years. Fallout, again, doesn't look interesting enough for them to really have announced on a showcase like this. Don't care about Persona. Planet of Lana, Brandon's probably going to play it on his channel, maybe. I don't know. Solo Leveling, don't care. Don't care. This game, I want to see more of this game. Brandon's hot take, Fallout needs to die out. I don't know. I think there could be another interesting Fallout game, but what I think is another new interesting Fallout game is like a new, something that has like a similar aesthetic to like New Vegas, or I don't know. I played Fallout 4, which was fun, but I never beat it. I don't know. I think they need to go back to like a really gritty Fallout game, or just something that makes it look or feel different, like somewhere in a different country or something like that. Everyone's talked about like a UK Fallout. I think that would be cool. This game, Mudang, I'd like to see more like flushed out gameplay, not like a prototype gameplay, because I'm trying to wrap my head around what that trailer was. So maybe this game has a potential to sell me on something. Maybe if they can sell the rights to someone who can bring it back. I don't know. I mean, Obsidian was the group that made New Vegas, so maybe Obsidian couldn't do something with Fallout. This game, I don't know. I want to, maybe I'll see a little bit more gameplay or something could sell me on it, but it's not for me. It doesn't look bad though. This game, for cozy players, I could see this being like a big deal. The trailer I just thought was really weird. Chronos New Dawn, this is my game of the year. I want a release date. I want this game now. Pronto. Excuse me. Grounded 2. My nephew's going to be talking about this. And he's going to have like a whole PowerPoint or lecture on trying to convince me to play this game. I'm not going to play it. I'm sorry, dude. This game, I might try this game. The Clockwork Revolution. I don't know. It's just the steampunk thing. I'm so tired of that look. Indiana Jones. I didn't play Indiana Jones. Maybe if Brandon can bring the courage to play this expansion, even though he didn't enjoy the game that much, I'll probably just watch gameplay of it, but it's interesting. This game, I think there's a big market for like Monster Hunter type fans that might think this is interesting, but it's new. It's a new IP. I'll play it on the channel. Oh, there you go. We got confirmation, people. Brandon will play it on his channel. Ninja Gaiden, I don't know. I think I'll try this game. I think I'll give it a good shot. This game looks fun. This game looks, maybe I'll play this on stream or something. This looks like it could be a good like few hours of just fun, fast-paced platforming. I think we'll say now that this will probably be a game we play on stream. Blood of the Dawnwalker. This is on my radar as of now, but I really just want to see more gameplay from it. I don't want to see a 19-minute developer diary that shows zero from the game again. But anyway, the Ally, I'm not going to get one, but I could see how this is a big deal. I think it's cool. I'm just not a handheld person. I don't have any reason to play it outside of home. This game, again, I didn't play the series. I am interested to see how they tie this in with the rest of the franchise, though, just because of how different it looks. But yeah, so we've got that. High on Life 2. I played the first one. I'll probably play this. If it's as like tight as a campaign as the first one, it could be fun. And it's just they're funny. They're an interesting experience to have. Why not? Outer Wilds 2. I'm not going to play it, but I think it's cool. I think it looks just as innovative and just as interesting as the first game. But that's it. That does it for the post-game showcase. The Xbox game showcase. My little rundown of the whole thing. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to keep streaming, but I'm going to end the recording for this, and then we're going to go over and play a couple games. So, yeah. So, stand by, but if you're, like, watching the VOD for this, I will see you later. I'm not sure why, but I'm less excited for Dawn Walker. Interesting. Well, we can talk about that in a little bit. All right. For those watching this VOD, see you later. And we are still streaming for now, and then I will press the record button. Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna be doing a little making like a, I don't know if I even can change it at this point. Will it let me? Because YouTube's got like the settings. Can I change the... No, I can't. Okay, well, I was going to change the thumbnail to the YouTube live stream, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me do that. So for anyone watching that's remotely interested in this little point, I plan on recording again when I start playing a game, and then again I'll post it as a VOD. But it'll be like a part 2 to this stream. Do we have any thoughts, Brandon? I'm not sure, but I'm less excited about the Dawn Walker. I think maybe it was just the trailer was a little clunky. I don't think they're utilizing the engine very well, because it looks like Unreal Engine 5. But the cutscenes look oddly similar to like those Unreal Engine 5 like metahuman skits that you see on like Instagram of people like reenacting memes and stuff through Unreal Engine, like metahuman. And the gameplay looked worse than the announcement. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I really want to see like a flushed out, like all like a gameplay of daytime and then a gameplay of nighttime, and see how it differs and how it actually works. But just as of right now, the state of it just looks a little... It doesn't look to the quality that I would expect from people who came from The Witcher, you know? So there's that. I'm going to close out this thing that I'm looking at that's flushing out my face right now. What do you think? What do we think? I'm going to attempt to do a couple little posts here. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. What game are you playing? The first game that I'm going to play, I found it just watching YouTube. I like watching a lot of like game dev stuff, and I saw this game. It's only like a 10-minute game. It's more of like a walking simulator, but this guy spent a bunch of time. He's kind of trying to establish his own style and stuff. This is just from my recollection of the whole thing, but the whole premise of it is that he's trying to like establish like this new game concept, and he made like a 10-minute walking simulator version of it where it takes you into like this Arctic landscape, and then you go down into like a mining tunnel and you discover like this eldritch horror thing. And so since that's like 10 minutes, if I still feel like playing, I'll turn on Dead Space 2, because why not? So there's that. I was trying to post. I did like a brief little post, but Hidden Xperia's reacting. He's probably talking about how he's mad that there's no Halo announcement. Maybe he'll say the same thing I did. I'm trying to do this. God, this is so annoying. Boom. Websites need to make this share option a little easier to get to. Discord. Boop, 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 boop. Sweet. Once I get this thing posted for YouTube. Boom. Link. YouTube. Live. Boom. And then I'll do the same thing. I don't know. What are we thinking about? I think that's the last showcase. Here, maybe I'll pull that up really quick. One more little tab here. Is there any more Summer of Gaming all showcases 2025? Why do I have to specify that? It should just be Summer Showcase, every big announcement. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if there's any upcoming showcases after that. I think in July there's going to be another, like a part 2 of State of Play that we're going to see like Ghost of Yotai and stuff. But I think that pretty much does it, unless there's like more specific stuff. But nothing that I can react to as of right now. Hold on, I'm gonna do one more post. Same thing. Boom. Are we doing this right now? Yep. Boom, and link, and boom, and paste, and boom, and live. Okay, done with posts. And concurrent viewers, views, where are we at right now? How long have we been on for? That's my question. An hour and a half? It's not bad. Okay, I think I'll just set this up now. Let me get this opened up. Just give me a second while I pull up the game. The game. Excellent connection. I'm really curious why the YouTube feed that it gives me is like super delayed, but library, this game, Project Hailstorm. Close that, this, and I believe it's scene 2. Nope. Delete. Boom. There we go. So, from what I remember, like I said, this is from a game called Project Hailstorm, or like a small indie developer. Is this sound coming through properly? Okay, so it looks like you're hearing the game. Whoa. That was loud. Oh, that's why. It does this stupid thing where... Okay. I just want to make sure... The game... Hello? No. Hold on, we just gotta make sure I'm getting everything sounding right. Brandon, can you hear the game at all? You should just hear like heavy winds or something at this point. No, that's input, output. Right now it sounds like screen static, kind of. Interesting. Microphone is set up, output. I don't even think I hear. Oh, there we go. I did hear that loud noise from before. You sound good. Okay. Okay, so it's only when I click on the game that you can actually hear it. So if I click on it, can you hear the game? First time chat. Best viewers on... Okay, I don't know what that means. If you're just... Are you just promoting your own channel right now? I don't know what that means. Yeah, both you sound good. Game included, obviously. But it's a tad loud. Okay, but you didn't answer my question, though. Because this isn't right. What's going on here? Word sound. No, that's not right. I mean, it's hard to say. Maybe it'll sound fine when you start. I'm confused. What was the question? I'm saying right now. Like, can you always hear the game, or when I click off of it and it goes silent for me, can you still hear the game? Because for some reason, the output's coming out of something different on my little audio modifier thing here. Like where it should. When you're off the game, it doesn't make any noise aside from you. That's what I was asking. Okay. So that shouldn't be the case. When you press the game, the sound starts. Okay. So I want the sound to be going all the time, though. Okay, we're gonna do a little technical thing right now. I see a chat that's on Twitch right now. Stony close-up. I don't understand what that is. It looks, I don't know if that's a bot, but it looks like you're kind of just promoting your own thing. Sorry, don't care. But this, okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of these. Delete track, add this. This is in output of this. Nothing, really. So this does work, but it only works. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that, but it's doing it. So, okay, I'm closing the Twitch chat. I'll open it up on my phone so I don't have to click away from the thing. But, yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Wasn't doing it before. Twitch. Boom. Stream manager. Later. Auto guide. Chat. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Okay, let's get this started. Enough dilly-dallying, okay? I'm gonna press record. Alright, we are starting this now. And again, for the sake of the recording, this should be like a 10 plus minute experience. It's made by one guy. I think it's like a concept of a game. Like I think the whole point of his devlog was that this is like a concept of a game that he wants to make. And this is just not really a demo, but this is like a 10-minute walking simulator to kind of introduce his style and the potential experience, and it's like loosely based off of projects like The Thing and stuff. You'll see. But I saw like a small snippet of it. I just wanted to do it for the sake of streaming. And when we're done with this, since it's only like 10 minutes, we'll probably go into Dead Space. Dead Space 2, to be more specific. Let me turn on my controller here. Whoa! Okay, there we go. Okay. You can hear it, right? In 1976, all contact with highly classified okay. Any attempt to regain contact was met with silence. Assuming the worst, the project was abandoned and all evidence was destroyed. In 1982, can I pause this? Okay. Message from Outpost began broadcasting. There was a quick little note that I thought was really interesting that I wanted to point out.
Base camp to Prometheus, come in. Our readouts say you should be approaching the dig site now. Over.
Prometheus, copy. Confirm visual. I'll radio back once I have a clearer understanding of what's happening. Over.
Base camp, come in.
Go ahead.
This place looks like it's on its last legs. I can see the outboard cabins are still functioning though. I think I might be able to redirect some of its power to help me find the entrance.
Copy that, and stay alert. Our seismologist is reporting an unusual uptick in ground movement. Could be nothing, but wanted you to be aware.
Oh. Didn't realize he could jump. Can I interact with this? Okay, so he can crouch, he can jump. Ah, a fuse. Can I pick up the fuse? Oh, there we go. Oh, duh. Is there a green one? There's a green one. Cool. My bad.
Base camp, things aren't looking good out here. I've got the power back on, but there's no sign of anyone. I don't understand why though. Everything's still functioning as if it got here yesterday.
Copy that, Prometheus. Continue on to the dig site and keep us updated. Don't stay any longer than you need to. Weather reports are saying the storm isn't clearing up anytime soon.
Copy that. Over and out. Control, keep me company. You helped set this dig site up, right? How'd you deal with the cold? I feel like my ass is starting to freeze up. If I sit down, I think I might end up shattering it.
I don't think we ever got used to it. If it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure one of the recruits did literally freeze his ass off. I thought the saying was a joke until that day.
I'm not sure that does make me feel better.
My bad. I guess being the second guy to ever freeze his ass off wouldn't even be a good award either. Probably how Buzz Aldrin felt being the second guy on the moon.
At least people know who he is.
Let me know if you can hear me okay, but I don't know if this says anything. I don't want this to come off in any negative way, but you can definitely tell this was made by one guy just by the selection of voice actors we have. I think from the
All right, Control. I'm entering the dig site now. We'll keep you updated.
Copy that. Over and out.
I think from the devlog he mentioned that they are like hired voice actors, but I think they're like found on Fiverr or something like that. So
Come in, Control. Did you read that tremor? Come in, Control. Do you copy?
not a whole lot of collision going on with
Shit.
that light in the pipes. It's clipping through everything. Can I run or anything? I mean, it looks great. This being made by one guy, it's impressive. Shit. Okay, so he died. Use some coffee right now. Whoa! He survived that? Okay.
Come in, Control. Do you copy? Shit. Oh, shit.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Hey, I need that. I didn't think that would work. Can I take the handle again? Oh, no. I just thought maybe we'll open that door too. Open? No. Cards? What game is that? It's not solitaire. Oh. What? Uh-oh. Oh, duh. It's kind of weird. You have to hold onto the crouch. Landed perfectly right there. me the fuck out. Holy shit! Are we dead? Should have turned on FSR or something. I think I'm getting like a little screen splitting. Okay, gotta take that out. Really? Oh. Am I stupid? Seriously. What? Is this game Steam only? Yes. A lot of times you find like these one-person developer stuff. They're usually on Steam because that's the only place they can really put them onto. Did I miss something? Maybe I just get into it? Duh. I mean, you're pretty much seeing the whole thing. I think this part over here, when I get to the other side, is the ending of it. Unless you mean to do it for your channel, like for your demo day. Report someone is spam. Alright, Project Hailstorm. Story, props, concept, cinematics, lighting, programming, directed and designed by Adam Neild. Music by Tim Herron. Right. Additional assets. Nice. Yeah, so what I was gonna say when I first started playing this, something that I thought was cool is his Imbrium, like, logo animatic thing Kind of thinking about it, but it's fine. It'll be a minute till I can play Steam games. Yeah. But that little, like, this CRT, like, TV intro thing, I think he quite literally made, like, an anime. Ooh, that's cool. He made, like, an animation, got it to play on a CRT, like, TV screen, and then he just recorded it on, like, a video camera, and that's what his intro is. It's pretty, very unique looking, I think. And then there's a whole documentary. Yep, and it takes you to the AAA quality, no budget. It's pretty cool. Cool little game. With that being said, though, let's just get this going. Move on to. We'll move on to Dead Space. Let me get that opened up. Boom. Oh. So we are playing Dead Space 2. I've played a lot of the remake in the past year or so, and it's been a while since I've revisited Dead Space 2. For a little context, how are you playing Dead Space? Oh, never mind. On the Xbox app thing. Game Pass. Play everywhere. It's kind of an Xbox related day, I guess. So that's how I'm doing it. What was I going to say? It made me lose my train of thought, dude. Dead Space is my favorite game of all time. Or Dead Space 2 is my favorite game of all time. Halo is my most favorite franchise. As soon as you said 2, I was like, oh yeah, he can play that. Yeah. I can play all the Dead Spaces. On here or Xbox or whatever. But yeah, Halo's my all-time favorite franchise in gaming, but Dead Space is my close second, but Dead Space 2 is my actual all-time favorite game. Single-handedly. I've played this game more than I've played any other game. Back-to-back repeatedly. The new one on your computer might be a challenge, no? The new Dead Space? I don't think it would be a challenge at all, but I'm not playing the new one. I'm playing Dead Space 2. No, the new Dead Space would not be an issue for this computer. But yeah, I just figured why not play Dead Space 2? I'm not gonna like play the whole thing, at least not right now. But just wanted something to play for maybe the next hour or so. Maybe we'll do like a couple chapters. Yeah. But let me get this. What's annoying though about the PC, like playing it on PC through the Xbox app, is that you have to have the EA app downloaded as well. So in order to launch it, you have to like do both. But I'm just gonna close these out. I'm making sure it's in the center here because it loaded really weird. All right. Have to, sorry. Set this up a little bit. Boom. We're gonna do Dead Space. Woo! Showing a little bit of the trailer right now. Trying to get it even here. There we go. Yeah! Dead Space! Let me know if it's too loud. It's loud on my headset, so. Hopefully you can hear it okay. Yeah, it's Isaac! Hold on. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. Press any key to continue. Don't need that, it's fine. I did go through all the settings already, so we don't have to worry about me doing that right now. There's this cool little hologram effect on the streaming software that I'm using that I thought was really cool because it looked like Dead Space. So, yeah, we're doing that. Single player. New game. Just for the sake of streaming, I'll go on normal.
Isaac, are you there? Come in, Isaac. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Isaac. Look at the time difference. I'll call you back later.
It's okay. How you doing?
Good. You're right, Isaac. The Ishimura is a great ship. I am so lucky to be serving aboard her.
Enjoy it while it lasts. You know they're gonna decommission her next year.
Isaac.
Can I pause this? I can. Okay. I totally just realized this isn't even taking up the entirety of the screen. What the hell? It is kind of a small complication I've been having lately with playing games on an ultra wide monitor while streaming, because you have to have the resolution match like specific settings so that it looks okay for you guys and me. But I don't know what resolution is this. Okay, so that's at, this is at 1080p. This should be at visuals. That's why. I guess we should just do that. Accept. And it should be, in theory, it should be the same for you guys, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Why? Aye. It should be just like that, but that doesn't look right either. It looks like it's too zoomed in. I'll try to pay attention to it, but if it's... We'll see. We'll see.
For what?
For just pushing me to do this. I mean, if it weren't for you, I never would.
Oh, I totally forgot about that, but I'm trying to line this up. It's like a good opportunity to... Fuck.
I'm gonna call you back as soon as I can, okay?
Isaac! You were drifting away for a moment there, Mr. Clark.
I know, I'm so terrible. I keep pausing it, but you know what? Once I get this to fit right, I won't have to pause it anymore. Isn't that beautiful? How that works? Boom. We'll see. That still might be too zoomed in, but we'll see.
I believe you were telling me about your nightmares.
We'll let you know.
that you've been
Okay,
having.
okay, fine.
About your dead girlfriend. What was her name?
Nicole.
I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see you again.
Self-harm
Just
warning.
once.
Not really.
I loved you.
Yes and no.
I always loved you.
Yes. Nicole Brennan. She was a senior medical officer stationed aboard a Planet Cracker-class vessel.
Hey, Ishimura.
USG Ishimura, yes. Part of a mining operation on Aegis 7. I understand communications went down shortly after their arrival. You were part of the repair mission. A mission for which you volunteered, am I right? What did you find aboard that ship, Isaac?
They found something.
What did they find aboard the ship, Isaac?
The marker.
Did you have contact with this marker? It made you see things, didn't it? Things you didn't want to see.
It spoke to me.
What did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac? Isaac! Isaac, can you hear me?
Love this game.
Isaac. Isaac, can you hear me? Dana, I found Isaac Clarke. Repeat, I have him.
Great work, Franco. Be careful. He's been out a long time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good, good. Steady, steady, steady. We gotta get you out of this straitjacket. Where am I? All right, I know you're confused right now. I can explain everything, but you gotta trust me, okay? Listen, you're in terrible, terrible danger.
Franco? Franco, what happened? Oh God. Isaac! Isaac Clarke, if you can hear me, run! Run!
I'm trying. Sorry, I'm used to the remakes controls. These ones are still the old. Oh wait, whoa! I'm about to die already. Nope, fuck off. And here we go. Cool little nod to the elevator in the first game. Chapter 1. Here we go. And away we go. Imagine this whole sequence as a remake. I know. I know. It sucks. Did it save? Yep. Not that I really needed to save right there, but... Oh, it won't let me stomp or anything yet.
The key subjects terminated and the facility scrubbed. This is not a drill. Typing out.
There is, I have heard that apparently there's some issues with the PC port of the game. Like it's not optimized for a lot of modern consoles or hardware. So if we have any like serious issues and I decide to play going forward, I'll play the Xbox 360 ports that I have access to on here. But it'll just mean that whenever we have issues, I'll have to replay it up until that point. So we'll see. Sorry, I'm having a little... My controller joysticks felt a little weird. Actually, nope, that wasn't the problem. It was the game.
Still hurts?
Yes, I'll schedule you for another session
Okay,
tomorrow.
it's just he's still moving a little slow.
I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I can take
Are we gonna see?
First thing tomorrow. Now let's talk about what you saw today. Come on, Strauss. I'm here to help.
So do you want to see? It's.
It was black.
It's the middle
Deep black and glowing red with symbols. Symbols.
marker symbol. Which one is it? It's not this one.
What did the symbols whisper?
One of these cells held. Oh my God, I'm blanking on her name. Maria?
Shit in my head. There's still more room for anything. Can't remember what he looks like. I can't remember. The symbol, Strauss.
No,
What did the
it's
symbols
this.
tell you? They told me that it
It's
wasn't
not
my
that one.
fault.
Which
I
one
didn't
is it?
kill him. They didn't
Maybe it's just this one. There's a cell that Gabe, what's his name? Gabe Weller.
Back in Stacy suggests his medication.
Gabe
up 30
Weller's wife was
milligrams.
held in one of these
And we'll
at the
try
end
another
of the
session first thing in the
expansion.
morning.
You know what? Screw it.
Subject is Nolan Strauss.
I didn't think it was gonna be this kind. Need a little. Need a little spit on. Oh, the controller. I was like, what are you talking about? I wasn't sure if it was gonna be that kind of stream, but maybe I'll like rant a little bit about the lore. So for those Dead Space noobs, the whole significance of this room and like introducing Strauss as a character is that Isaac, in between the first game and the second game, went into a 3-year slumber because whatchamacallit, EarthGov had knowledge about the marker already, and they knew that Isaac's IQ and him surviving, that he would have the codes that the marker implanted onto his brain. So they utilized him and Strauss, who also had a high enough IQ, to build a new marker. Spoiler alert, but there's a new marker. It is technically a red marker, but it's like a greenish color in this game. Some people have called it like the yellow marker, but technically, because it's man-made, it's just considered a red marker. Almost like red doesn't really have an association with the actual color. It's just more of like a title.
Come on, man. Patient 4. I remember you. Tideman said all the key subjects need to be eliminated. Terminated. Which one more? Listen to me, man. What matters? Listen to me! Matter! We can both get out of here. Just cut me out of this straitjacket. No one's getting out of here alive. Don't do it. There's no escaping from what
I love the
easy, buddy.
environmental storytelling that this game has, because like the handprint and all the blood, you know,
The rig is red.
it's like a duh moment that he already killed some people. But I just like the visual storytelling of like, you know, he obviously stabbed someone to death, and like their last moments were them like pleading for their life
Take it.
while trying to grab onto
I
him.
won't be needing it anymore.
A little flashlight.
Isaac, we're all gonna burn for what we did to you.
Yeah, you are. Hopefully I can show that. I don't know how Twitch works, so if there's any gore or not safe for work stuff going on, I guess we'll find out. You know?
Clark! Isaac Clark, is that you?
Who are you?
My name is Dana. I'm the one trying to rescue you.
Why? What's going on?
There's always a woman trying to fuck over Isaac's life.
Something you contracted on each.
Feel so bad for him.
How do you know that? How do you know all this about me?
Your dementia will kill you. But if you can get here, I can treat you and get you to safety.
Why should I trust you?
Why?
Because I'm not the one shooting at you.
Fuck.
Just follow the route I'm sending you.
Yeah, you can't because you're a hologram, stupid. Sorry. Gotta spit on that thing. Da-dum. Da-dum. This game doesn't even faze me anymore. Actually, I don't want to say that because if a slasher or something runs up behind me and I don't see them, that usually makes me jump, but it's just crazy how many times I've played this game. Is it? It is? It's darker than I remember it being. I think this little spot is intentionally really dark, but
Orderly TPS report 1418. The recent realization that the popsicle sticks were being constructed into marker-like miniatures for over a year has led to a search of the unit for any other such phenomena. It appears widespread, with
sorry.
forms being made out of medication bottles, hypodermic needles, and even toiletry items like nail clippers and tweezers. The research teams have all been notified of the discovery.
I'm gonna get our little Twitch out moment here and just, yep. That scared, I remember when I first played this game, that scared the shit out of me. It was him hallucinating and then seeing the shadow of the necromorph approaching him like that. Oof. No thanks.
Isaac, what happened? Are you alright?
Why are you helping me?
If Tideman finds you, more people will die.
Including me.
Not if you follow their route.
I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. Just hurry before you get locked in.
Yeah. Alright. Kinesis module. No! Where are you? Gotcha, beach. I think the new game, the remake, fixed that to where you could be like holding something and interact at the same time. Gotta get over there. Hey, bud. Oh, what the shit? Oh, I have one. Up here. Up here. I don't know why, but this time around the aiming, maybe I'm just so used to the remake, but the aiming doesn't feel that great. I think there's an evacuation in progress. One more time. Damn it! That's right, I got skills. What you gonna do about it? I love the little necromorph just in the wheelchair. Don't worry, I'll get to you. Yes, I can hear you. Believe you me, we can all hear you. Ah, it's fine. Like the little visceral games skull.
Oh God! Please! Please help me!
You're fine. He's not fine though. Can I kill him now? Nope. He just fucks me up.
Oh God! I'm all alone in here.
Hey, I think you've... Ooh.
You!
What can I say? He's got an open heart.
Thank God! Please!
Calm down. I'll cut you out of there. Is
I
that a
forgot where
tissue
the
laser?
camera was for a
A
second.
plasma cutter?
Hey, Isaac.
Fuck.
What the fuck are you doing? Shit! Help!
I'm trying. I'm trying.
No, he's dead. He's so dead. Come on, fucker. Nailed it. You do not pass go. You do not get $200. His name is Fred. Fred has no head. He did one day, until he was dead.
Isaac, it's Dana. You have to dismember the creatures to stop them.
I know. I've had a lot of practice.
Just try to stay in one piece.
Thanks.
I don't need to save it. Oh, I don't need to save it. I don't remember Isaac feeling this sluggish. You asshole. Hey! And I... Nailed it. I was totally fine. I'm gonna be going over there, it's fine. I thought... Maybe I'm thinking of the next room. I thought there was like more secrets and stuff over here. I've already done that. I think if... I honestly, truly believe Dead Space does like the best with like environmental storytelling. I'm sure there's a bunch of FromSoft people that would pummel me for saying that, but I think Dead Space just does it better. If people have to keep going to YouTube channels to understand what's actually happening in Elden Ring or all the other Soulsborne titles, then I think that should say something. Sure, Dead Space has more of like a focused narrative, but still. There's a lot you can learn on your own just from like going one path in a different direction, you know, aside from the actual like in-your-face story that it gives you. Okay, so I was thinking of a different room. I just came out of there. I don't think there's anything over here. And Strauss.
Isaac, come on, they're after us.
Wait! Who is? Who's after us?
There's not going to be a lot to grab.
Isaac, through here. Come on, Isaac. Oh, no, Isaac, remember me. Patient 5. I'm Patient 5, remember? Do you remember?
Dana, your fucking route didn't work. There's a security lockdown.
I told you to hurry. How'd you miss it?
Look, I don't need your help.
Fine. Let's see how long you last.
Ah, fuck. Where are you? I didn't think so.
Dana? Okay, you're right. I do need your help. Talk to me.
Look, Isaac.
Inventory's
we don't have to be
full.
friends, but like it or not, we're stuck together. Tideman's your enemy.
Yeah, I've
not
got like
me.
a billion of these things.
All right, I found you a new route.
Fine. So where the hell am I? How did another necromorph outbreak get started?
You're on Titan Station orbiting Saturn. As for the outbreak... Shit! Tideman's jamming my signal.
Fucking Tideman. Now we can keep going. This part's a little annoying. Oh shit! That's what I mean. If you miss it just once, you die. It's so annoying. Alright, we got this. So annoying. Right. So I found this out when I was having a conversation with my nephew who had played Dead Space 2 all the way through for the first time. But apparently, so I used to call these guys the spitters, but apparently the distinguishing factor is that the spitter is the slasher that spits at you from the first game. These guys, quite literally, are called pukers. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, shit. I don't know why it like never auto. Oh, yeah. I think in this game the puker's claws aren't sharp enough for you to do anything to them. A lot of people don't know if it'll let me. You can use brooms. Cool. That's right. I fucked them up. I did that.
What the fuck?
Megazord! If I'm correct, I think you get an achievement for popping all of the balloons. Really? Did I miss something? Did I miss a balloon? Pretty sure if you pop all the balloons, you get a little achievement. Maybe it's because I don't have the Xbox app open. It's a little annoying. I think you're thinking of Arkham City. I know what you're referring to, but I think this game does that too. You're not dead. Come on. Interesting addition to this game, I think. Interesting. Do 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 do. Really? This game doesn't have the same rule that the first game does, where if their ass is up, it means that they're gonna attack you. But they're still pretty noticeable.
Welcome to Microstore. CEC engineer Isaac Clarke. Updating inventory to CEC engineering loadout.
Oh yeah, but I do have all the weapons. Oh, and the suits. There they are. I think we should stick with one suit. Why not? What should we go with? There's a couple really good ones here. Shock point suit. Hazard suit. If I'm remembering correctly, I think the hazard suit is the one that I really like of the advanced suits. Forged engineering suit. But I really like the security suits. EarthGov or Triage. We could go vintage suits. What are we thinking? Brennan, are you watching? What are we thinking? Bloody mint now. Heavy duty. Agility. Hazard. I'm thinking of hazard or triage. It's so... I know. I'm gonna... Okay, for now. If this is the security suit I remember, let's check. I don't really get to use the suit in any other game. That's not true. You get it in you can get it in Dead Space 3. This isn't the security suit that I was thinking of, but I think I'm gonna stick with it. Okay, now what are we thinking? So every time I play Dead Space 2, I always try to use the javelin gun, but I don't think it's worth it this time around because in a practical standpoint, what you can do with a lot of items, including the blades that the slashers have, you can do with the javelin gun. So it's like, it's useless really. I'm going to use... Okay, we're gonna do this one. Yes. And we're gonna do heavy duty line gun. We're gonna go agility pulse rifle. Inventory, let's knock out the normal plasma cutter. Boom. Sure, we can sell it. Not that it gives us any money, but it might annoy some people that I do this, but I always just main the same set of weapons throughout the whole game. I might change if we end up getting to the boss fight. Not today, obviously, but whenever I do get to the boss fight, if I play it on stream, I'll probably do like the contact beam or something, because the rivet gun. What the fuck is the rivet gun? Hold up. What? What the fuck is this thing? What? Is this like a... What? I've never used this gun ever in all the times I've played Dead Space. Have I used a rivet gun? What? It's like a mini javelin gun. I might have to put this thing through. Okay, we'll see. I do need ammo for it, though. I probably don't have ammo. No, I only have... No. That's not gonna do. Safe. Doesn't give us the option of... Okay, we're gonna have to go pick up ammo. I just used up a bunch of its ammo. Cool. Okay. On with it then.
Entering vacuum.
All right, here we go. Try to pick up as many things as I can now. Anything else? I don't know why I'm only picking up. Okay. Oh shit. Motherfucker. Come on. Yeah, you thought I'd forget that, huh?
Dana, I'm out of the hospital.
Okay, the tram station is just beyond the apartment block.
Hang on. I need more answers. How long have I been here?
3 years. Tideman found you floating in space near Aegis 7 and brought you here for study.
Why can't I remember anything?
The marker you found imprinted your brain with a self-replicating signal. The longer you're awake, the more the signal spreads. It's killing you, Isaac. Tideman tried to keep it in check with memory suppressants.
You said you could fix it, right?
Only if you reach me in time. Tram station, get moving.
Right. Because I totally believe you. Maybe turn this a little bit. There we go. Don't have to.
Listen up. This is Sorensen from CEC. Cut off their limbs. It's the only way they go down. It's their limbs. That's the secret. Comms are down. We can't get a broadcast out, so tell everyone you see.
Station Civic Code I, declaring martial law. All citizens are ordered to evacuate. Looters will be shot on sight. This is not a drill. Move immediately to the nearest...
Isaac, over here! Who are you? It's the drugs, Isaac. They gave us drugs to make us forget. But it's all coming. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you calling me? Isaac! Isaac, look out!
necromorphs everywhere. Is the entire sprawl infected? How'd this happen? The marker was destroyed, Dana. I destroyed it.
You destroyed a marker, Isaac. Tiedemann built another one.
On this station? Why?
It's powerful alien technology. Tiedemann wants that power. Get to the tram. It'll take you to the Cassini Towers turnstiles.
Dana? Damn it.
I don't know why it just muted itself. How long was it like that for? That was weird. For a while, I thought you just weren't talking, but I saw your mouth move. Damn. Yeah, it literally muted itself. I don't know what just happened there. Well, sucks to suck, I guess. Let me see when it happened. Really? That did it. $15? Ah, damn. I literally have no idea what happened. I guess it's 15 out of what? An hour and a half of recording? The stream's longer, but I've only been recording for an hour and a half. Open wide. Can't see. Here we go. Come on, fuckers. Sons of bitches. Why is the aiming different? Nope. Move!
Dana, I need a new route.
What happened? I thought we lost you.
Scheduled stop. Where am I?
How did you end up there? Hang on. This won't be the most pleasant route, but it'll get you to the Cassini Towers residential sector. Damn it! Hyman had to signal again. Keep moving.
Okay.
You're very important to them, Isaac. Hold tight. I'll contact you soon.
What a lying B-word. Power node! We need power nodes. Sucks to suck, I guess. Why? Fuck.
Isaac, you're still alive? We can't talk. I think we're tracking our signals. Are the memories coming back to you? They're coming back to me. The good ones. And the bad ones. The more I remember, the more my head hurts. I keep seeing the symbols. The symbols too, Isaac? In him. I keep seeing his face. Shit, found me.
Oy. I think we'll end the game here. Yeah, we'll end the game here. Get out of all this. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Scene 1. Woo! All right. Been streaming for quite a bit. 3 hours now. I think I'm going to try to enjoy the rest of my weekend. For the few people that have come and gone, thank you. This will obviously be up on the YouTube channel, and I believe it should be posting on the Twitch as well. Yeah. Had fun today. Hope to see y'all in the next one. I don't know when that'll be, but yeah, it'll probably be sometime closer to the end of next week. Yeah, probably. We'll see. Any hoozles, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.